Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 32.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get...
That's going to be caught by Harrison for a New England touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Pats have taken the early lead. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time. Others' moves, you've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Fielded at the 33. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Your Patriots 7.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, Everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 14.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The Steelers' 32-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
And a Patriot first down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Morton Anderson.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. The left side completion to Jones. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson will throw again. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. He'll drop this down to Jackson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Anderson to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 11. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And out across midfield, down to the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For Tony Gonzalez, incomplete. It's third.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Marvin Harrison. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. A slant to Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Now Jackson on first down. They set up the screen to Bo. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ndamukong Suh in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brennan Scarlett.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Got a man. It's Harrison, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marvin Harrison, 57 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And Jackson throwing once more. Right side caught by Jackson. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Jackson on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Jackson, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. One last shot for Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. They set up the screened LT. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good for a Patriot.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
By Jalen Smith.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We're scoreless after 1.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Tomlinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the 2, here's first and goal.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 48 for Mike.
Tomlinson. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic. It sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The ball carrier.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Results in a first down.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. No gain, and it's second down.
Kamara
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Open man, it's the longtime Dolphin, Mark Clayton. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll get this to Clayton. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Back-to-back receptions into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Oh, it don't matter.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Lockett the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And this is incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
With the score, our home team 14. Visitors, nothing.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff, the entire halftime, just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Tomlinson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. The 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, It comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that one complete to Clayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
Throwing again, Murray. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and goal, Murray. Escaping the... And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. But he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That's going to be caught by Harrison. Touchdown, New England. Marvin Harrison. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants.
again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready because we've got another good one on tap.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to... The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
Intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 2-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
39-yard line.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turned out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Brings up 2nd and
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Prescott from the gun. He gets it left side to Johnson.
Prescott.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
With the score, Patriots.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey, and he'll go down at the 28.
Complete to Christian.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And the Patriot first down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, 78 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At the 21-yard line.
On first down, Tomlinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run Tomlinson. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LaDainian Tomlinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Morton Anderson.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 40-yard.
Going up top. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There defensively.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
In punt formation.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. First half in the... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Cowboys, nothing.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football from the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
So they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run with LT. Gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 30.
Get off the
Past
field.
the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LaDainian Tomlinson, 58 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 27, Prescott caught by the tight end Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
This is taken at the 23. Oh, nice move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now left side on the swing pass. Breaks through the contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Marvin Harrison. 27 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Here's Prescott. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Arlington.
It's 32.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. To throw is Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 35 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
It's a gain of 35.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They get this out left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
For number 80.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Harrison, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Down Patriots.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just...